NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. We'll see the Blue Devils facing the home team. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now here's Brooks. And that one's good by Giannis. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a number tonight. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Outside for Harrington. This one for three. And Brooks is good for three.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
On the wing, Murray. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Giannis. Back to Alexander Walker. Ricochet with the steal. Over to the wing. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jokic. Got a hand on it. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so on to Kumpo looking over it. And there's a whistle that goes on Raja Bell. That's his first foul. Ellis outside. Back to Giannis. Some nice passing here by Duke. On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Misses for 3. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Energy and activity. That's what Murray provides this team.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Good on the triple.
Alexander Walker.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Wide open look here for Murray. And it's Jokic missing. The Blue Devils leading by 3. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Here's Bell. Here's Hart. Off target at the rim. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Giannis outside. Driving the lane. Back to Ellis. Duke needs to get off a shot. A shot by Kumpo. Nobody around. Offline with his 3. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
And it's Alvarado missing. Duke leading by 5. Giannis drives in. Right side Bain. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 6.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Alvarado. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Giannis drives in. Pass to Walsh. Giannis with it. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. Here's Walsh. Back to Giannis. With 1 second left. Good. He hits the jump shot. He has 6.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. From outside, off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
And Collins now top the key. Launches a 3. Hands it from downtown.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I love how assertive Bain is in transition. Outstanding at running to the right spot in those situations.
Pass to Brooks. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul. Second.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Blue Devils up 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take so far on Duke?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
On the wing, Murray. Here's Walsh. Rebounded by Hart. To the inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Back to Giannis. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Bell. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. 6 to shoot. Back to Rizichet. Screen by Hart. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Blue Devils leading by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Some nice passing here by Duke. And he can't jam it through. Pass to Bell. The good-looking shot from the wing. Bell's got his second bucket of the night. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
They set the pick. Here's Jokic. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Jokic just got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Giannis. And the chink by Antetokounmpo.
an amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's Murray. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back over to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Jokic with the bucket.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pass to Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
To the paint. Now here's Brooks. Outside for Harrington. Blue Devils, another 3. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about, and that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
.130 left here in the second. Pass to Alexander Walker. Into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 8.
And that's the beauty of Giannis. Always been a willing passer and can find the open man once the D focuses in on him.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Alvarado. Outside for Harrington. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. He's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Dane. Back to Alvarado. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. Here's Bitadze. And that time, also a missed shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this lead.
Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Pass to Alvarado. Inside. Here's Bitadze. And Bitadze throws it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
And so now it's Duke. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
Jokic so clever at taking advantage in that pick and roll. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Jokic inside. Harrington with the rebound. The Blue Devils leading by 14. Giannis outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Giannis has got 10 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Hart, that's good.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down low. Back to Alexander Walker. Murray outside. It's Hart on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Brooks. Loads it up for Giannis. Rebounded by Hart.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Now, Alexander Walker, defended by Bell. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the middle.
And Harrington, quite the role player. A big man with a soft stroke from deep. Prime-time shooter when he gets it going.
The Blue Devils shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Payne for three. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
There's a screen by Collins. Outside, Payne. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mamu Kalashvili has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Guys, back to you.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's a screen by Collins. And that one's good. Mamu Kalashvili. Mamu Kalashvili has got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Harrington the screen. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.